You are not emotionally disconnected. You are emotionally guarded. Trauma doesn't remove your desire for connection. It trains you to fear connection. It trains you to control it, or it trains you to withdraw from connection. Let me say something that some of you might find comforting. You don't have high standards. You just have high protection. You're not emotionally unavailable. You are emotionally guarded. I know the painful part. The same wall protecting you from pain is also blocking you from love. Think about that. Trauma doesn't just break connection. It teaches you how to survive without it. Do you know what trauma does to your emotional connection? It rewrites how you experience closeness. Let me break it down for you. Do you feel that closeness is unsafe? You start feeling that closeness is unsafe. Or vulnerability feels like exposure. Or dependence feels like risk. So instead of connection, you choose control. Instead of openness, you choose distance. Instead of truth, you choose self-protection. Does that sound familiar? Let me make it plain. You want love, but you don't feel safe enough to stay open long enough to receive it. I'll say it again. You want to be loved, but you don't feel safe enough to stay open long enough to receive love. Let me give you some signs that you're emotionally guarded. Let's diagnose some of the things that we call my personality. You struggle to express your real feelings. You keep it surface. You keep it safe. You keep it controlled because I don't want to be hurt. You're emotionally guarded. 2, you detach when things get too close. Because closeness once came with pain. So when people start getting too close to you, you run. 3, you overfunction instead of connecting. You want to overdo, you want to overfunction instead of connecting. Doing replaces your feelings. 4, you feel uncomfortable being truly seen. You know why? Because being seen once led to hurt, or led to rejection, or led to misuse. This is not a form of strength. This is survival. Okay, let me tell you how this affects your relationship. You cannot experience deep connection if you're constantly editing yourself. Let me get it deeper. People actually feel your distance even when you're physically present. You attract partners who are either chasing you or giving up on you. You feel lonely even in relationships. And here is the truth many don't want to face. You can be deeply loved and still feel unseen because you are not emotionally available to receive it. I'll say it again. You can be deeply loved and you still feel unseen because you're not emotionally available to receive that love. Trauma doesn't just block others from reaching you. It blocks you from feeling what is already there. God never designed you to live guarded. 2 Timothy 1:7 says, "For God has not given us a spirit of fear, but of power, of love, and a sound mind." Fear closes, but love opens. And if your life is being led by emotional fear, you will struggle to sustain emotional love. I want to give you directions. And this is where healing becomes necessary, not optional. I want you to stop saying, "This is just how I am." And then you start asking, What taught me to close up like this? Because until you address the roots, you keep managing the symptoms. If you're ready to stop living guarded, if you're ready to experience connection without fear, then it's time to do the real work. Book a healing session with me at Royal LoveZone Counseling is at the description. Let's address what your strength has been hiding. And remember, this is not a motivation space. This is interruption. And this is where the cycle breaks.